Hello, it's Paul here. I'm going to give you a full introduction today to Zoho Bookings, all the features. This is an introduction video, not a full how-to do stuff. I will put into a free training course, more instructional how-to. But this is really to give you the ideas of the power of Zoho Bookings. It's part of your Zoho One package, or you can buy it individually and give you full introduction lessons, exactly how to use it. I'll give you a free training course. What is great at this point in this video, though, is if you pause me and tell me why you're here. Tell me what you're looking to learn and what you're hoping to get out of this video. And then if I don't show it in this video, I will reply to your comment with maybe a better video, or I'll create a video for you in that specific question. I will timestamp each place where each lesson starts. So you'll see this video might be 40 minutes long, but I'll itemize where the lessons are. So you can jump to each one, or you can come back later and pick up where you left off. Let's talk about pricing first, because it's obviously a first thing that people ask. If you're independent, you can use one staff and one workplace. If you want to go up to the next tier, it's the basic level. This is a monthly plan at $16 a month per user. This is total. $16 a month for 4 staff. Additional staff at £4 a month. One workspace. So this is like one calendar, one area. Online meeting powered by Zoho Meeting, so you can sync to that. And the premium version, you're going to get 10 staff, additional staff at £5 a month, but you're going to get 3 workspaces. So this could be different departments, different areas, different spaces, and additional workspaces at £8 a month more, and an online meeting with Zoho Meeting. So you're basically looking, if you're an individual, you can use the free version. Obviously, there's going to be places where you might want it like this, sync with Zoho CRM, customization and things. It's going to be limited, the free version. Pay yearly, it's cheaper. So the £16 a month version came to 12. The premium version, which was 36, which was 48, became 36. And of course, if you're Zoho One users, and you should go to z1trial.com, check out the information on Zoho One, because if you've signed up for Zoho One, then you get the premium version of Zoho Bookings included in your Zoho One package, which is all the Zoho apps in one pricing, which is basically $1 a day or £1 a day per user. Well worth checking out Zoho One. So pricing, we're going to look at this one because I'm on Zoho One. We're going to look at the premium version and the things you can do with that. Right, let's take a look around. My Zoho Bookings, sign up, play area. I've already signed up. I'm going to go through in the next section how to sign up for Zoho Bookings, or how to set it up. So when we go through the tabs at the top, I'll just go in order and we'll just show you everything that's up here. Up at the top here, the main part, if you've got other Zoho apps, obviously I use Zoho One, so you have all the apps. There's a quick place where you can jump around all the different apps and jump into other areas. Up the top of the Zoho Bookings, this will be a home page. However you've set it up, you can view the calendar, you can view a list of appointments, revenues and things like this. You can set up as you is better for you. Change it into day mode, week mode, or a month mode. View your calendar or view a list. So however you want to set up your home page is best for you. Any reports, the Manchester test account, so I don't have any reports, but this is the place where you're going to see your revenue, your appointments scheduled, things like that, and other sort of things that will give you better analytics for your business and for your bookings to see where you're at. Customers, just a test account, but here would be all your customers, all your customer information, where you can jump in, see information on somebody, go through, edit it. You can see the revenue this customer's generated, phone numbers, things like that. It's basic information, but it will sync with your CRM as well. Into your profiles, this is a place where you set up your name, a general admin area, which will be taken from Zoho One if you've put that information in. Whether you can enter it, whatever information, date of birth, gender, status, all that sort of stuff's pretty obvious. Any additional information you want to put on yourself. This will probably show up on your profile page. If you've got working hours, you can set what your working hours are. So obviously your calendar will block out other times when you're not available. Any times that you're off, or you want to say that I'm not working this day, that so you have your regular hours, and then you want to schedule time that you're not available, you can put these in. So if it's a one-off, say you work every Tuesday, you want to put in that you're off for next Tuesday, you know, for the day, you know, just like vacation, whatever it might be, time off. You can do it in time as well if you want to do that instead. And that will show up next week that you are off here. Look, vacation. Assigned services. So these are like the classes, the groups, the services you sell. So what can people book you in for? So we'll look at services in a minute. But this is effectively, as they go to book something, there will be a list of the services that you offer that you can be tagged as, whether that's a meeting, a class, webinar, Zoom, whatever it might be. But these are the services where you offer. What are you trying to sell? Your personal booking URL, so you'll have this booking URL specific to you, which you can customize a little bit on the end there if you want to. But if you copy it and go to the bookings, you will come to your booking page, not somebody else's. If there's 10 people in your area, in your business, this is your booking page, you know. So what do you want? The office meeting, or is it the interview? The booking time and date that you're available. So look, you see how next week is grayed out because we've said we're not available. We've put a booking time. So say it's Thursday. Here's the available time someone can book you. And then they can put their information in and confirm your booking, right? So this is your booking page personally. It's not the company one. You can then embed that in a widget somewhere. So if you want to copy this code and put it on your website or create a page for bookings on your website, you embed that code and the same thing shows up. Manage your calendars. So it depends what you're connected to, but you can see if you're connected to Zoho calendar, then obviously when you're using that, it can be syncing with your calendars. And again, here's your booking page for your personal profile. Here's the booking page for the workspace. So on this one, I've got conference room as a workspace and Happy Me as a business workspace. So when you go to those, these are businesses or company workspaces. So this is more of a departmental booking system. It's a little bit funkier than your own personal one. What kind of service do you want to book? Who's going to be in charge of that? When do you want to book it? Time and things like that, right? So this is more of a company. I'm going to go through workspaces in a while, but this is, you know, this might be a sales call. This might be a service meeting. I work with a lot with security companies, so this could be for the sales team, schedule a sales call. For the installation team, schedule your installation. For a service call, schedule a technician or anything like that. These can be workspaces that again, then you give you different services. So if you say to somebody want to give them if you want a sales call, say one of your services is sales call. Just imagine this is sales call, right? You go here, you say to a customer, book a sales call. Here's the link. Go to this link and you can then decide when you want us to come. And these are our available times. We want you to come at 12:15, book an appointment, right? Then it's going to ask you for your information and it will send it through to your sales team. So really easy to schedule multiple things on the same calendar with different services, but allow people who are specifically looking for a certain service to just book in for that area, not get too over complicated with lots of different things on a screen. You're just going to get one type of service that they can book. So that's a cool way to do it. Up the top here is your settings, all your integrations, editing your workspaces, which a conference room may not be a workspace. It may more be a resource than a workspace where you want to book that resource out. As I say, I would think as we set them up, we'll do sales, install, service, and then we'll add further down the resources as it comes up. Services are the things that you offer that people can book in. So these can be group chat, group sessions, meetings, service calls, anything that they can. What are you trying to sell? What are you trying to give that they can book in, right? And then you've got obviously settings on setting up a service, which we're going to go through in a minute. You obviously can have paid or free. You can have how long it is, how much buffer time is, which is, giving you some free time before and after the appointment, type of payments and stuff like that. We're going to go through service, setting up services, all your staff. This is on my account, it's just me, so your staff, but you would obviously have a list if you're admin of other staff. Resources. Now this is where you would more than likely set up your conference room and say, when do you want the conference room, when's it available, when can you book it, or you're renting something out. You might be a company that rents computers out. Is a resource. You can have it Tuesday, or you're renting a car out. You can have it Wednesday, Thursday, whatever that resource is. So resource is sort of a thing that that someone can rent or take from you or book in to a certain area across the main company though. So I'll explain about resources in a bit as well. Video conferencing, you can obviously connect with Zoho Meeting and via Zoho Flow or Zapier with Zoom, Google Meet, GoToMeetings, payment gateways. Obviously all these integrations you can set up. Calendars, you're going to want to set up with whichever calendar you use. And then there's some other integrations as well that you might use. So that's the settings page. And then simply if you want to add any of those, you're going to go to the add button, add an appointment, break time, special working hours, workspaces, staff, and this, so you can quickly add all those things up here. Any notifications of things that have come through you're going to get, and then your profile at the top. So it's really easy. It's really easy to navigate around. Everything's just one click away, and you can jump around like any Zoho platform. And it will link to your chats and your other channels down the bottom here across the Zoho network if you're using other platforms like Zoho Click or something like that. Right, let's go through the setup guide because it'll be a little bit more easy to explain as well. We're going to talk about times that you're available, workspaces you're going to set up, services that you're going to sell, maybe resources that people can book in, and staff members and all that sort of thing. So let's walk through the setup. So we're going to say get started. What's your business name? This is, I'll call myself, this is my business name, but it's a sort of a test account. I was thinking, should I do a Z1 trial or not? Select an industry. I'm not sure this will matter. It's probably more information for the back end. I don't think it sets up different questions going forward. I want to quickly jump in because I was wrong. Usually when they ask you questions of what industry you're in, it's data collection for the company. It doesn't change the information in there. So just take your time and work out exactly which one you want to use. What it will do, the only thing it really does at this point is it changes the wording of these custom labels. So what you'll find is whatever you pick, if you pick like a sales team or something, it might say consultant, consultation. It'll change the wording, but you can go through and change that back. So just pick the right one, but don't worry, you can change it if you don't pick anything right. So let's just go business consultation. Currency, what do you want people to pay you in? I'll leave it in US dollars and your effective home time zone. So set it up. When are you available? I'm available 9 a.m. till 4 p.m. Because remember, this is booking you in. You might say, I don't want people to book me in before a certain time. However, your business works, saying, you give yourself the first hour of the day and the last hour of the day to do your stuff. I'm going to say available hours on Monday to Friday, 10 a.m. till 4 p.m., right? What kind of booking do you take? One-on-one, classes, resource booking. Do not worry if you click one of these and you need to add stuff later. It's just sort of helping you set up your basic ones first. So let's go one-on-one appointment. Let's call it a sales call, right? Sales call. Duration, we're going to say it's an hour and a half long. Create. Awesome, your booking page is all set. Check it out. Happy Me Limited. See how your customers will schedule time with you. So then it jumps you straight to your sales page. So you're going to jump in and say, I'm going to be tomorrow. And then you can see it set it up. So there's no time before, no time after. And you see, you're available till 4 p.m. But remember, 2:30, this appointment's going to take an hour and a half. So it's not letting people book it in at 3 p.m. because you're not available after 4. And this is an hour and a half long meeting, right? So people can set up and book in. They can do, let's do a test 1418, test 1418. This is just so that I don't have any other emails. And it can SMS message you as well. I'm not going to put my phone number in. I want you all phoning me. Proceed and confirm. I really hope that's not someone's phone number. And within minutes, you've set up even just a basic booking page. So I'm thinking someone say, here's your sales. Here you go. You've got your first appointment. Emails are going to come through to let you know that and let the customer know that. And it's going to continue a quick tour, but we're just going to have a quick look at that email. Appointment scheduled. So this has gone to the customer. You schedule an appointment with Z1 trial for sales call. On this date, your booking number is here. Something you can always reschedule it or cancel it. So they got their email saying they can do anything. Now let's go a quick tour that they're going to give us on this basic setup. We've put a quick tour explaining some of the key elements together. Take the quick tour, your calendar, your dashboard. This is to monitor everything you go. Okay. Overall business management. Click through to access your business settings, manage workspace, staff details, service. Right, we know this. Everyday essentials, where you'll manage all your business details. Schedule beyond bookings. So this is syncing with other things which we know about. Quick access. This is your shortcut for everything, which will be your booking page. And that's it. Let's go. Right, so let's go through, change some settings, create our bookings page, create our appointment schedule or services that we can provide, and do all things like that. So obviously we're going to go head over to settings first. And this is where if you've set anything wrong up at the start in the wizard, you want to add a number, you want to change the number, you want to change your time zone, currencies, any time formats. This is where you can do it. Edit your blocked time. So maybe you said we do. Maybe we do work on a Saturday, just 10 till 12 maybe. We just have a couple of hours on Saturday morning that's available. And any special working hours you want to add, you can do that. Booking your page URL, you might want to change this, customize it to, see how it says .zohobookings.com. So I could be Happy Me. I'll just leave it at Happy Me, right? My company's Happy Me. So I could be happyme.zohobookings.com. Or you can add your own custom domain. I'm not going to go through that in this video, but if people need it, I will give you a specific how-to guide to doing a custom domain where you can set it up so that it's your website. Maybe it's bookings.yourwebsite or meeting.yourwebsite.com or something like that. Notifications. What notifications do you want from? If somebody's created new stuff or edited it or deleted it, do you want to be told? And then custom labels, like I said earlier, if you don't like the wording in the corner here, then you can change it to make sense for your business, right? So we want to work on our workspace though. Where are people booking? What have we got available? What services are available? And how do we sell a sales meeting, a sales call, an online meeting, something like that? Let's go through that and set it up and then get someone to book something in, right? So basic information, the status is active. If you want to put in information, these are for sales calls. Let's do it like that. So I work a lot with security companies. So let's say this is a sales team, right? In fact, the save button is very finicky, Zoho, if you're watching this. Sales calls, right? Sales team, right? Saving it. Make sure you click that save properly. Let's just rename this to sales team, right? Or let's sales department. We could just call it sales, right? Did I spell that right? Department and save, right? Just make sure it says saving. Services. What services are available for the sales department? So we need to set up a new service. And this might be a consultant or whatever your wording is. It might be different, right? So which workspace is it going to be for? It's for the sales department. There is only one. If you've got more, you can change it. Name of service. Sales call. I don't know. Is that the right word? What you guys do? Request a quote. or come for a quote, sales call, right? How long is it going to take? On average, we're going to say it's going to take 1 hour and 30 minutes. We're going to spend 90 minutes with our customers because we're trying to sell, I don't know, burglar alarm. We're going to go to someone's house for a burglar alarm. So this could actually say burglar alarm quote, right? Now let's just leave it a sales call, because it would be multiple. Free, of course it's free. Well, most for people free, but if you do charge, you can obviously put in here, it's a £50 meeting or whatever it might be, $50. I'm going to leave it at free. Buffer time. So you want to give yourself some time before and after to either get there and do it. You know, if you're going to drive out, or if you're doing an online call, you might want 15 minutes before and 15 minutes after to leave notes. So I'm going to put 30 minutes. In fact, I'm going to put 15 because I think that means 15 before and 15 after. I'm not exactly sure on that, to be honest. But that gives me a 2-hour call. And I'm going to save it, right? So now we have a service in the system that is for service calls, right? We then have any salesmen that are assigned, any sales, the actual option, the customizable URL where people can use that. So if I copy that, so now we have a sales page for that specific service, right? Come on, baby. Here we go. Sorry, we're not accepting appointments online at the moment, so it's not fully set up because it's not enabled, right? So what I need to do now is go back to my workspaces and see services. Call is public. Notifications. I want to be emailed. I want the customer to configure the SMS. So you would have to do it through different platforms and integrations. I'm not going to do this in this video, but you can set up. You'll need to configure SMS provider to enable notifications. Click configure to set it up. So yeah, you would need a third party or Zoho CRM to send it. Remind upcoming events. So if you want people to be told, 30 minutes before, a day before, you can turn that on. Any custom functions. Zoho Bookings provide you with defined custom functions in order to trigger essential actions. So you can make things happen. You can create different things to trigger something, some automated process, something that you need to do as you're doing it. And again, I'll do separate videos on how to create custom functions. If you want to go through and create a booked, what's going to happen, we're going to go through and do some sort of scripting, which might be a little bit too deep for this video, which will be too deep for this video. But we can say, create a customer pack, create a welcome letter, create something like that, right? I'm not going to go through that because that is quite deep. Any policies and preferences that you want to set, schedule interval on that business. Do you want to be 15-minute gaps in between schedules? Include auto-assign sales teams. So auto sales team option is ideal when you have first-time customers who are not familiar. Let customers select the salesman or auto-assign it. So you probably want to auto-assign stuff. And various other settings. There's all sorts of settings. And again, I don't want to drag this video. It's going to be a long video. This is going to be the embed that you can put on your website. Here's the registration form information. Do you need more fields added when they sign up? So you might... you've got name, email, and contact. You might want more information than that. You might want a quick, text box sort of thing. Checkbox, email, multi-line. Yeah, multi-line. Here we go. Tell us what you need. Say it nicer than I said it. So that's going to do it. It's going to ask for first the name, the email, and the contact number, and tell us what you need. Booking page settings. You can add the logo. So if you've got, obviously you've got a company logo, add your company logo, add some descriptions, add some settings to make it look nicer. Your Facebook pages and your Twitters and things like that. And then you are, I believe, if we close this, ready to take a booking. Oh, sorry, there is a quick add-on to do. When you go to your services, you need to tell it which salesperson can use it. or which team member can use that, can be assigned that service. So if you go to sales assigned, you go to services at the top here, go sales assigned and edit, and then tick whoever is allowed. Save that, and then when you go to your bookings page now, we will have a service call available, right? So it might say unassigned. I think it default sets you, but I've tinkered about in mine. But so you need to just go to services and assign who's allowed to be assigned that service, right? So now let's go through the booking process. We've got a sales call in, we've got one workspace. Let's go through and the booking process for the customer, right? So we're going to go to the bookings page. You've shared this with a customer in an email, in a link, on a thing in your website, something in your website. And they're going to go through and book an appointment with whoever the salesperson is, or if you've got an assigned salespeople. So in fact, my test name is Z1 Trial. I need to change that. Book your appointment in a few simple steps. Choose a service, pick a date and time. So your sales call is going to be an hour and a half long. Your salesperson, you could select it if you had more than one. It should say your name, but my profile's not set up on this test account properly. What date do you want them to come? I want them to come on Tuesday, Greenwich Mean Time at 11:30 a.m. Right? Book an appointment. It's going to come up with those 4 fields that we set up. So your name, I'm going to put test, Paul Nicholson. Email address, test Paul at paulnicholson.com. Phone number, obviously put in your phone number if you want that to, and then, I'm looking to purchase a CCTV system, right? Something like that. So you've asked that extra information. Proceed. Book in, confirm. And we will get some confirmation email. Come on, Bobby. Every time I do it live, it goes slow. There we go. Got you, we've received you. Here's your information. Here's your booking ID, your sales call, your salesperson's Z1 trial. And here's your time, event, contact details, and everything you've told us, right? So add to your calendar if you want to. Download it. To your calendar, book another appointment, right? So you basically, your customer is done. The emails that will come through, this is the email the customer gets. Hi there, Paul Nicholson. You schedule an appointment. If you want to reschedule, you can click here. I said that because on mine it doesn't work. I've obviously messed it up on mine. If you want to reschedule it, you can go there and change it. Yeah, reschedule, so they can change the booking if they want to, see what's available, change the time and date. And if I go to back in the back end, there's a notification. Customer test has scheduled an appointment with Z1 Trial. Service calls, you have a new customer. So obviously that customer's been added to your customer information. If I went to mail.zoho.com, I have to remember that the test account doesn't come to my email address; it comes to this one. So here it is. Here's what the yes. I've not been in here for a while. Here's the email as the salesperson. Hi there, testers. Booked an appointment for you on for your sales call on the 29th at 11:30, and then you can go into bookings and see the information. So if we go here to week, in the sales department, what was it, this week or next week? What day did I say it was? Oh my God. 29th, right? September the 29th. Here is the appointment and the information that I need. And obviously I can view details and anything on that. Write some notes if I know them. I know Paul works at YouTube. It's whatever information you want, right? Obviously that can then sync to your CRM and all the sort of stuff that you do with that. But you have booked in your scheduled appointment, right? Now, obviously, the next time somebody comes in, so that was the 29th at 11:30, was it? It was 11:30. Oh, let's go back to the calendar, to the month. So yeah, so if anybody now goes to the booking page and they go to that day, they're going to see, if they want to book in, we're going to go again 29th, but this time when they go here, there's no slots in the morning available because we've booked off that time, right? We've said that they're only available for a certain amount of time, and it's blocked off the time. So what do I want to do? 11:30 before. There should maybe be a block time before, but that's tinker with your settings, tinker with your availability. It's quite a long hour and a half meeting, isn't it? So what it would mean it would not have enough time before maybe for the 2-hour meeting, depending on how you set up your timing. How did we set it up? Let's go to the day before. Yeah, so 10 a.m. is the first slot. Oh yeah, I think what I set up was you can't book in between 9 and 10 and after 4 o'clock, right? So yeah, so the last available time is 2 o'clock because I left the last hour of the day and the first hour of the day for admin. So if you book somebody in at 11:30, there isn't enough time to do the 2-hour meeting at 10 a.m. That's why. Makes sense, right? So the process is very easy on both sides. Right, let's go through it and book a... Oh, I'm on the other one. Let's go through and book something like a class that you've got more than one people are allowed to come to. You've got some sort of webinar, some sort of online class that you want some information on, that you're going to book more than one person into. So we're going to go here, add, and we're going to add a service, and it's going to be a group booking this time. It's going to be in the sales department, and we might call it a sales webinar. Right? Sales webinar, and this time it's going to be on a specific time, right? Because we're going to set in. This isn't a scheduled event. This is going to be this. The sales webinar is at. We're going to say 28th at 3 p.m. Right? It's going to be a 3 p.m. Oh, 3 a.m. 3 p.m. and it's going to last exactly 1 hour. Number of seats available. How many people are allowed to come in? So we're going to sell 20 tickets. If you want to make it every week, you can click this and say it's every week. It's weekly. Set the date, set the time. It's a series. Choose the days it's going to happen. If it's weekly, it's a Monday. Number of classes, just say it's 10 weeks, 10 classes on a Monday, right? So we're going to leave it. We're going to leave it as a one-off, though. The pricing, again, you could charge for it or make it free. Who's assigned? Which sales assigned? Which people are assigned? This time, I'm going to click this. I didn't click this before, and we're going to save it. Here's some more information. The reference color for the calendar is pink. Free. Any description? Sales webinar on new products, visibility, status, save, and sales assigned. I'm actually going to change my name just so it's obvious where that shows up. Oh, the save button sucks, doesn't it? I don't think if you press enter it does anything. Look, save. Right. Let's go back to that resource. Service booking page, again, you can customize if you want, and you can embed it in a widget, right? Sales assigned, service booking. Here's the page. If I go back here now to the calendar, no appointments. Let's go to the calendar view, and we will go and try and book that page, right? So if I go to booking page now, there's different services, right? So there's a service call and a service webinar. So when I go to the main page, it's going to show the two options. What are you looking to book here? See, sales call or sales webinar. So the webinar is a set time with Paul. The sales call is a scheduled time with me. Now I can also go here and just go to the webinar. So if you want to put a page on your website that is book our webinar, this is just the option of the webinar. It isn't both. Look, see how the other one's both? This page is just the webinar. So sales with Paul, it's to book your appointment. So there's no extra information. Again, that information at the bottom we need to change. Test Paul at waltnicholson.com. If you're signed in, they can sign in and sign up rather than just doing this every time. Need to know about new services. This might not say this. You're obviously going to tinker about and spell it properly. And confirm. So you've got somebody booked in for your webinar, right? So now there's only 19 seats left available for that resource. So that's how to do a group booking. Obviously there's going to be integrations. You might want to do with Zoom. You might want to do with Zoho Meeting and other things like that to schedule better everything that's happening. Schedule to give better information on what you need to do. If you want to sign up and you want to send to a webinar link, there'll be all sorts of different ways of editing that. One slot booked out of 20, so you've got one person coming, 19 spaces left. So it's really easy to schedule a group booking as well. Right, let's talk about scheduling a resource, something that you might rent out or loan out, or it's something that people can book time with. It might be a special drill in your business. I don't know why I thought of that first. It might be some sort of equipment, might be a computer, might be a conference room, right? So let's book out the conference room. So we're going to go again to settings, and we're going to go here to resources, and we're going to add a conference room. So let's say conference room. Yeah, my spelling is terrible. Conference room 1, right? Yeah, it's pretty obvious what it is. Right? Save. Resource availability. The salesperson in charge of that, you can tag somebody and say this person is going to sort that resource out. So anytime someone books it, they're going to make sure it's all sorted. So that might be some sort of admin person. Availability, add the availability of this place. So it's a conference room, all day availability, whatever it might be, from to, is that the unavailability? Customize available times, you can change. So yeah, you can do it this way. It's easier. Customize. Not available on a Saturday, 10 a.m. till 4 p.m. again. Any day of the week. Additional availability, you might want it on might say it is only available this Saturday. Where's Saturday? 26th. Coming into office. Can be available, right? Something like that. I'm working, so I may as well make that available. Resource booking page settings. You can obviously change description, change the welcome, book our conference room, right? Make sure you click that save button, which is very finicky, and you can embed that on your website again. So now we've got a resource that we can book out. And now we need to add services to this resource. So we've got a conference room, and you might be saying, right, we want to book it out for a day, an hour, and all that, and we want to charge for it, right? So maybe internally, people can book the conference room, have it for free, obviously for a meeting, or we're going to book it out for a third party. So what we need to do is go to services and add a service, right? We're going to add a service here, resource booking. So in the resource here, it's going to say which workspace is the sales, name of service. So it is 1 hour meeting, right? 1 hour meeting. Select the resource. It's the conference room. Price for priced by the hour for 1 hour. It is $50. right? Buffer time, again, give 5 or 10 minutes. Let's just do 5 minutes and save. Let's do another resource booking just because I've not set up the receiving money side of this. Name of service, again, might be conference meeting. Select the resource, the conference room. Price by the hour is free. Any buffer time, I'm going to put none. So now when we go and book in the, we've now got a separate little part of the calendar, which is the conference room. So obviously this is my schedule versus the conference room. When I go to the bookings page now, we're going to see here there is the conference room, right? So again, you can go to the main and the service. You're going to see now you're going to see conference room. There's different services, 1 hour meeting in the conference room or the conference room. So when we click on it, it's going to change to the conference room board to book that. So there's different information, or we could go here to the service and book a conference meeting or a 1 hour meeting. So we go 1 hour meeting in the conference room. So there's no salesman assigned to this. This is the 1 hour meeting. You're booking out our conference room. We want it on Wednesday at 12 o'clock, right? We want a lunchtime meeting. Book the appointment. It's going to ask for your information again. Again, if you're signed in, it will. I'm going to get so many emails about these appointments that I've booked in. Interview. Maybe that's what it is. Proceed. Payment amount, confirm. Not the payment system isn't set up, so it's not going to take it at this point. But it's going to say you owe us $50, but the booking has been done for the conference room for 1 hour. Again, you're going to get the email. If I put my email address in properly, there's the email to the customer. Here's your appointment. You can schedule it. If we go back to the conference room, I've already forgotten what day I scheduled that as. Here it is. Here's the conference room booked out at 12 o'clock. So it's a cool way to have different resources that you can rent out into. You can little bits of extra money for the business, or if it's just a resource you all share within the business, understanding who's got it on certain days. So I just want to show you, and this video's dragging on, I know, but it's just an introduction. It's not an exact how-to. And if you've got any questions, I'll create a free training course and you can ask me questions. I'll create specific videos on how to use everything. I want to just talk about a bookings page on your site, right? So rather than a link here, what we're going to do is we're going to go to the settings and we're going to go into that workspace and look at this booking page settings. Embed as a widget, right? Registration form if you want as well. Oh, sorry, no, that's editing the registration form. But what I want is to embed this widget in my site, right? So what I'm doing, I'm going to go to my website and I'm going to go to admin and I'm going to go site. Now your site will be different to mine. Your WordPress site. So this is wherever you can paste the code into a page on your website. You might have a WordPress site. All you got to do is create a new page, add HTML code, and edit it there, right? So I'm going to call this my bookings page on my website, right? Bookings page. Bookings is the URL, and I'm going to add this code. Right? I just want to show you it. Every website is going to be a little bit different, but you're just looking somewhere to paste the code in on a page that you've created, right? So whoever your web designer is, whoever runs the website, will be able to do this very simply. I'm just showing you the feature, right? So now if I save this and then preview it, here is the booking. So look, my web URL is my website, booking. Here is the embedded form that we've been showing. What do you want to do? I want to book your conference room. Here's the options. I want to book a sales call. Here's the options. So I want Paul Nicholson to come on a sales call on the 22nd. GMT is correct at 10 a.m. Let's do 10 a.m. Book an appointment. Here's your information again. all those reminders are going to be coming. Oh no. It's not my name, is it? It's not my name. Testeroo. Phone number. Burglar alarm. Right, information. Proceed as guest. Confirm. Customer gets an email. Your booking system has been used. Testeroo through your website. Very simply. So I hope that was a good introduction. I haven't used it enough yet for me to make it a brilliant introduction. Next year's will be a lot better. I'm sorry if it's a little bit scatty. I will create a free training course on my website, just like all the other Zoho videos. I will do you'll get a certificate. If you watch this video, I'll put a place where you get a certificate for being a new Zoho Bookings user, so you understand the how Zoho Bookings work. But I'll create a free training course where you can ask your questions. I'll put some Zoho official videos there if there is any of exactly how to do stuff. And if you get stuck and you want to know exactly how to do something, you can comment on this video, you can comment on the free training course, and you can comment or you can email me directly and we will get you sorted. So hopefully this gave you a good insight into Zoho Bookings to get you thinking of how to use it. If you're a Zoho One customer, go to z1trial.com. Sorry, if you're not a Zoho One customer, obviously Zoho Bookings is part of Zoho One. All of Zoho's apps in one suite, in one subscription. I think it's the best deal on the internet. It's about $1 a day per user. You get Zoho Bookings as part of Zoho One, and then you get all their other apps included as well. So hopefully this helped. If you've got this far, a subscribe would be amazing. Come to my website, paulnicholson.com, for free training. Any questions, ask them below and I will help. Loads to learn. Cheers, guys.